Hi there, pastors and leaders. Today I want to talk to you very quickly about a topic that will really help you mature and grow as you run your race in ministry. It is so imperative that you understand the spirits that comes to attack your ministry and comes to distract you. One of those spirits is the spirit of Absalom. If you think about Absalom, and I know many of you may have preached about this and you may have heard others preach about it, but it's good to keep listening to the warning signs in ministry so that you don't get caught unaware. So the spirit of Absalom, what does the spirit of Absalom do? The spirit of Absalom comes to draw glory to self. The spirit of Absalom, what it does is it draws a crowd to support its rebellion. And when you find sons or daughters in the ministry that is drawing a crowd to themselves, trying to gather up a crowd to support their philosophies and their ideas and rise up against the vision that you have set before them, you got to pull them aside and bring them into accountability and discipline them, even if it means sitting them down for a couple of weeks. The reason why this is so important is because the spirit of Absalom comes to revolt and rebel against the father's vision of the house. Remember, you have to protect your pulpit, you have to protect your ears, you have to protect your heart, fathers and pastors that are leading a house of God. You have to remember, leaders, that when you serve the man of God, you have to be totally surrendered. What you desire is not as important as what God desires. So God's desire is that you serve in that house so that you can grow and you can mature. The spirit of Absalom begins to gather a crowd so that they can attack the pastor and his wife and tear down the vision. In the beginning, they don't realize what they're doing is wrong. So it's up to the pastors to find that spirit and make sure that you pull them aside and bring them to accountability. Very often we talk about walking in love, and as a result, we discard or we dishonor the vision of God that God had given us by allowing these people to continue and think that praying them out of the ministry is the answer. What you need to do as a minister of God is call them aside, bring them into accountability, bring them into discipline so that they can be restored and how you can help them grow in the near future. So I want to encourage you today, watch for the spirit of Absalom that comes to attack you. Watch for the spirit of Absalom that rebels and revolts against your vision. Watch for the spirit of Absalom that begins to undermine the authority that God had placed over your life. Be encouraged, run your race well, don't give up, dear pastor, because God has called you and not man. Thank you for being who you are in the lives of the sons and daughters in this world that needs to be empowered and become impactful in this world. If you want more answers and if you want more ideas on how to run your ministry and leadership ideas, would you subscribe to YouTube, The Excellence Coach on YouTube? Subscribe to our channel and we will be able to come up with more ideas on how to run ministry effectively. If there are any answers that you need, any questions that you may have, please would you pop us an email and let us know exactly what you would like to hear so that we can throw some ideas on the table and help you look at things from a different perspective. Be encouraged to know that God has called you. We love you. God bless you.